Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in perspective drawing series. In this video we are going to take a detailed look in how to draw such type of XYZ section drawings. This is going to be a long and boring video, so stay tuned. So for this exercise I'm going to use my trusty 2-point perspective grid as an underlay to make these drawings fast and accurate at the same time. So as you can see, I have just flipped them so that they won't move independent of each other. Okay, so the first step would be to draw a line going to the right vanishing point, which would be your center line. So I'll just use the underlay and draw a line going to the right vanishing point. Perfect. Next, I would like to draw the side plane, which would look something like this. Okay, this is my side plane on which I need to draw my side view. So let's go ahead and draw that. So I'm going to keep it very generic. So just a simple arc, nothing too complex for this exercise. Okay, I think this looks good. Next, we need to draw the top plane on which we need to draw the top view of our XYZ section drawing. To do that, I'll take the extremes, which are these 2 points, and draw lines going to the left vanishing point. And while drawing these lines, make sure to take your head right above this so that you won't make any mistakes. I can't do that right now because if I do, then you will see my head and not the drawing. Let's hope these lines are accurate. Okay, so we have 2 lines going to the left vanishing point. This goes to the right vanishing point. Okay, next we need to kind of define our top plane. So I'll just take this distance over here, which I can call as my top plane. Okay, and on this top plane I need to draw my top view. So I'm just going to rotate the page so that I'll get nice and smooth line. Okay, I think this looks good. So now, just to reiterate, we have a top view on our top plane and we have a side view on our side plane. Now the real fun begins. So now I'll just use my underlay over here and I'll just mark where the lines going to the left vanishing point are intersecting with my center line. This way the whole process becomes very easy. So these are the 3 points, the 3 intersecting points, and from these 3 points I'm going to draw perfect verticals. So there's 1, there's 2, and the 3rd one over here. Okay, great. So now the next step would be to draw lines going to the left vanishing point from these 3 points so that it will intersect your top view. I'll repeat. Now the next step is take these 3 points and draw lines to the left vanishing point so that it will intersect the top view. So and this line is intersecting here, and repeat the same process for the other 2 intersecting points as well. Over here, okay, it is intersecting here. Okay, next take these 3 intersecting points, the new intersecting points that we have obtained now, and draw perfect verticals. Okay, and make sure to take this last point also and drop in a vertical. Okay, so next what we need to do is take the intersecting points of these verticals with the side view, right? So these 1, 2, 3, 4, these verticals, and draw lines again to the left vanishing points so that it will intersect the new set of vertical lines that you have drawn. So this the first rectangle that we have got, and repeat the process for the other verticals as well. Okay, so now we have these 3 intersecting points over here. So now at this stage, more or less, half of your drawing is complete. Now all that is remaining is we have to just replicate the same things on the other side. So we will just begin from the rear end of our drawing. So now the first step over here is to just replicate the top view on the other side, or in other words, we have to just mirror this curve on the other side. And as you might have already seen from how to mirror curves videos, this is pretty straightforward. So first I need to replicate this extreme point on the other side. So to do that, I will take this rectangle over here and run diagonal lines to find the center. Okay, and take this point and run a line to the left vanishing point so that it will intersect this vertical line, which is kind of essentially our mirror plane. So it would be somewhere over here. You don't need to draw, you can just estimate it. Now take the top corner and run a line through this new point that you have got so that it will intersect this ground line which is going to the left vanishing point. Perfect. So now this is the new point that we have got, which is essentially a mirrored point of this one over here. Next, let us do the same thing for which one? Okay, we will take, no, not that. We will take this rectangle which is there at the bottom, and we will do the same diagonal method approach. So run vertical, take this point, see how much of a distance is there over here, and just mark a point like this. Then run a line from either corner of the rectangle through this, and this is intersecting here. So essentially this point is nothing but this point over here, which is mirrored. Okay, now just draw a line from this point to this point, which we have mirrored. Okay, so now we have kind of mirrored our top plane on the other side. As simple as that. Okay, so next what we need to do is take these new rectangles that you have drawn, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and from the top of these rectangles, which is these 3 points, use the multiplication technique to mirror these points on the ground plane. You will see what I mean in just a second. So I'll just use the diagonal method and draw rectangles. Draw diagonals like this. Take the point over here, and then from the top corner run a line through the new intersection point. Now this line is intersecting the left vanishing point at this point over here. Now this point is nothing but this point over here, where the vertical is intersecting your top view. So if you call this as point number 1, this is your 1 dash. If you call this your point number 2, we need to find out 2 dash on the other side, 3 dash on the other side, and point 4 we already have, which is this one here, 4 dash. And you can repeat the same process for this rectangle and this rectangle over here, or if you just observe carefully, we already have a vanishing a line going to the left vanishing point over here, and say this distance is, this point is inside your bounding line by so much amount, and because of foreshortening this would be less than that. So this is your point 2 dash, and if you observe very closely over here, this point is almost touching your extreme edge of the plane. So just make an estimate, and this would be your 3 dash. So now we have sufficient information to mirror the top view on the other side. And just observe closely over here, it's going like this. So this curve remains tangent to about so much distance, so I would say till here. So just take it like this and start curving, and make a smooth line. spin the paper if required, make nice line over there. So now we have the top view mirrored on the other side as well, and now we just need to again kind of mirror these squares on the other side, which is very easy. First, just extend these lines which we have at the top of these rectangles on the other side. One, two, three. Okay, now from 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash, just drop in a vertical so that it intersects the lines that you have just drawn, like this. So this is the first vertical, and from 2 dash just drop in another vertical so that it intersects over here. And take your 3 dash, which is here, then drop in like this. Take your 4, draw a vertical. Oops, I missed this one, and it's over here. Okay, so now we have all the information required to just complete the XYZ section drawing over here. And we can add some small detail, like let us add a radius over here to these rectangles. So I will start with the rear, where it's easy to understand. So just try to make a nice and easy radius and repeat the same. Yeah, okay, so we have nice radiuses over here, and just replicate the same on the other side as well. One tip here is draw a diagonal to the top corner and just see how much this curve is inside from the top corner over here. So it is here, so just go across, so it should be over here, and here should be here, and then just estimate this point, so much, like this. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and the last one. Okay, we are almost at the end. Now we just need to draw a smooth curve across the far end. First, make the curve as light as possible. So just study here, till this point it is more or less tangent. So just take this on the other side and over here, and then just start Okay, so first make this curve as light as possible and then just have a look, because there might be some perspective errors, so your this far curve might look a bit awkward. So just make sure that everything looks nice and excuse me. So just make sure everything looks nice and fine, and then just go ahead and darken it. Yeah, so just make sure that all the edges are nice and dark, so this adds a nice line weight to your drawing. And if you wish, you can even round off the bottom corners as well. That's totally up to you, and you have to modify the top view as well. I'll just darken this center line, this, and this top view as well. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you understood whatever I just taught you guys, and if you have any questions or feedback or any kind of suggestions as to which video you want to see next, please leave them in the comment section down below. I will make sure to make a video on that topic. Okay, so until next time, see you everyone. Bye bye, take care.